So we as human species in the context of work are used to change. I really want to double click on the resistance and adoption side of things because we're used to changes, but why is there so much fear and resistance to AI this time around?
Well, I have two theories on that. And one was when COVID occurred, when you have some sort of big event like that, I feel like we lost a lot of the interesting good things that happened out of COVID. Lots of tough things happened, right? What I thought was really great about COVID was we showed that humans and people can react to this big change and still flourish. We did it really fast. I had been talking about hybrid work or distributed work ever since, we were moving to a more globalized model and we had different workforces in different countries that had different rates. And that was very hard to do. And then all of a sudden overnight, everyone adopted it. So I think it's unfortunate that we seem to have lost that lesson learned, that we can adapt pretty quickly. I think change is hard. And my perspective is anytime you're processing change at any level, whether it's like my regular meeting went from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Like that's not massive, but it's different. Anytime you're processing any change, it requires a cognitive load. It requires some of your energy to process that change. And I think the biggest problem right now is there's not a lot of capacity in people for more change. The cognitive load is at people's limits. So whether it's how much is changing at work because of AI and automation and hybrid work, we still haven't figured out those things. And then you get your macroeconomic forces. We've got the threat of global recessions. We've got unsettled and, more global conflict. And so these things are putting a lot of weight on people. And so to me, it's about the people's individual ability to process that change, I think is the biggest barrier for why we're not seeing more happening in AI.